Hi, welcome to this week's G.I. Joe toy review, where this week we'll be looking at Sergeant Stone from the Rise of Cobra movie, which he had one very small part, which was actually a cameo by Brandon Fraser. But unfortunately, this figure does not look a thing like Brandon Fraser. But that's all cool, But before we get to Sergeant Stone, we're going to do our shout outs of the week. First, at 48 South Loudon Street, which is the address of Back to the Media, which you can get all your video game needs from coming from the Atari all the way up to current systems and games for each console. You can also get comic books and all kinds of other stuff, so go ahead and check them out. While you're in the neighborhood, go over to 115 South Loudon Street, where you can get all your toys and collectible needs from an awesome store called Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles. And while you're there, tell Charles that I sent you. So definitely check them out. And if you're looking for comic books, go to 80 Weems Lane to Four Color Fantasies, which is the only blue house in that street. Excuse me. And you can get all your comic book needs there, from Marvel to IDW to DC and all points in between. So definitely do check them out. And if you're looking for Jamaican food, you can go over to Piccadilly Street, right across the street from Hanley Library, and see Tropical Islands. And you can see Lloyd and his wonderful crew and get some awesome Jamaican foods and a full belly. So definitely check them out. And while you're in the area, definitely check them out. And while you're in that area and you're looking for a bank, may I suggest Bank of Clark or United Bank? They are a very good place to go to. So definitely check them out. And they're good banks. And this channel, Cobra Island, does support mental health awareness. So please do check out 133 West Pascowan Street, which is the address of Healing Grace Counseling Services, which is headed by Robert C. Brown, who was recently a guest host on this episode for New Year's Day. So definitely go and check him out. If he doesn't have what you're offering, if he's not offering what you need, I suggest going to Northwestern Community Services and check them out. They can get you up with peer group counseling and all kinds of other stuff. So definitely check them out. And while you're in the neighborhood and you need renter's insurance, or you need homeowner's insurance, or any other form of insurance, may I suggest going to State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And while you're in the neighborhood, definitely check them out. And if you're looking for a good place to get gas or get your belly full, check out Sheetz. And why the Sheetz not? So definitely check them out. So let's get to Sergeant Stone here. We'll start off with his file card, as we usually do. It doesn't give much to it, because this is on a Rise of Cobra file card. And it says on it, Sergeant Stone is a special operations instructor who trains the G.I. Joe team in combat tactics, marksmanship, survival techniques, and other commando skills. He battles Neo-Viper forces who drill their way into the G.I. Joe pit headquarters. Of course, his bio information, Sergeant Stone. Jeffrey Stone IV. And he's a sergeant, grade E5. And his preferred weapons is a 820 selective fire, long range, fully automatic assault rifle. So that's, gives us a little short detail of who Sergeant Stone is. So let's take a look at his accessories. Whoa, sorry, y'all. I didn't mean for y'all to see that. But here's his figure stand, which is in a digital dog tag type of mode, with Sergeant Stone on the front. And he also comes with his long-range assault rifle. And he also comes with this really tiny knife. Looks more like a shank instead of a knife. But Like y'all young people, y'all don't need to know what a shank is. If don't go to jail, you won't find out. If you don't go to jail, you won't find out what it is. And it also comes with this little gray, this little pistol molded in gray plastic, same as the knife. So let's take a look at Sergeant Stone, who actually looks more like Flint than anything else. But with the black beret, brown hair, he's got this gray vest, which is removable, but it's kind of hard to remove, so I wouldn't even suggest removing it. He also has a black shirt underneath it and fatigue camo pants and black boots. He's also got on black gloves. So the articulations follows. His head does a full 360. His arm can reach to here. And it does a full 360 rotation. And as you can see, he does bend at the elbow. He does rotate at the elbow, which is kind of difficult on this figure, but it still works. And his head does rotate the full 360. He does have the ab crunch feature, although the vest is kind of blocks it. He has the T-hook in the legs, which allows him to split about that far. For drone structure, he can't split. He does have the double knee joint. And as you can see, his ankle does rotate the full 360. And he does pivot at the ankle. So let's take a look at him all geared up. So here he is all geared up. And I would grade this as, I don't know too much about this character because, only time I've ever seen him is that real quick shot in G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. So I don't really know too much about this guy. But he is an awesome looking figure, but being he looks too much like Flint, I'm going to put him on the bottom tier. I'm going to rank him as a middle tier. I mean, he's too cool looking to be a bottom tier. But he loses a lot of cool points by looking too much like Flint. So he is a middle tier figure. But I mean, he's a good looking figure nonetheless. And very cool. Very cool design, very cool look. But like I said, I don't see too much about him. But if you want to see reviews on this guy, you can definitely go see Timmer at Half the Battle, where he does a review on this guy. But more in-depth detail of who he is, because he knows more about it than I do. But definitely go check Timmer out with that. But this has been Sergeant Stone, and that's for Cobra Island. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. See you in the next one. That's next Tuesday. We will be looking at a Cobra figure. See you next week. Peace.